Hello there everybody, and welcome back to more Xenoblade Chronicles Future Connected. And I honestly never thought I'd say this in a Let's Play, but welcome to part 100 of Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. It feels so wild being at part 100, but Xenoblade is just huge. Anyway, last time we started on Future Connected, we ended up on the Biona's shoulder after a black beam took us down. And we traveled over to Companion's Cape, where we learned that the black beam was caused by a monster called the Fog King. So now we gotta find some way to take it down. But before we do that, okay, so I'm just gonna say this right now. I'm planning on making, like, Future Connected a mix of story progress and side questing, because, well, the side quest aspect of this game is still present and accounted for. I'm just gonna say that. Like, there's still plenty of side quests to do, and even though this is a much shorter campaign, I'm gonna do every single one of these things. Just you wait. Pororo's favorite. We're gonna be on the lookout for these. And don't worry, there isn't going to be as much side quests as there were in Definitive Edition. There aren't going to be long stretches of there just being, you know, side quests all around. But I want to make absolutely sure that I do absolutely everything, and I want to make sure that it all balances out. Okay, so with all that said, let's go into a quiet moment to start today. And this is one of my personal favorites. Shulk and Nene in All Grown Up. The Rugrats Show.
Brother Sister Pon. Hope they're not giving Mama Pon too much trouble buckets.
Nene, there you are.
Something the matter?
Kino's been looking for you. Something about stubbing his toe?
Little Pon never change. Nene will rub back later and go, there, there.
You're a good sister, Nene. Or maybe more like a mum. By the way, what were you doing out here, Nene?
Nene been reminiscing about Frontier Village, tiny bit.
I see. So, that's where you were living before?
Yep, in Paz, Nene always adventure into Magna Forest with Brother Sister Pon and climb trees every day.
I assume you were the responsible one then?
That silly question. Nopon boys all good for nothing lazy bones. It all too much for Mama Pon to handle, so Nene have to help take care of Brother Sister Pon and Dada Pon all full up.
I wonder what Ricky would have to say to that.
Dadapon, after he'd chosen for Village Hero Pon and set off on great adventure with Mr. Shulk, house become total pigsty, hungry little Pon underfoot everywhere.
Wow, I had no idea. Wait, was this after Ricky joined us? So that must mean...
Yep, before Nene became friends with Mr. Shulk and friends here, we actually met 1 year ago back in Frontier Village. Dadapon, stomach rumbly rumbly. Dadapon, need food. Dadapon, give grub.
You're kidding? I'm sorry, I feel kind of bad about this now. Though, in my defense, you've really grown. It's almost like you're a whole different Nopon.
In Nopon biology, aged between 10 and 15 often experience growth spurt. That why, when compare Nene now and Nene 1 year ago, it not too surprising if not realize they the same person.
It's still quite a surprise. I never knew that a Nopon could grow that much in a single year.
Now Mr. Shulk can rely on post-growth spurt Nene more than ever.
We can always count on Nopon. Us Homs could learn a lot from you.
those moments lately when get teeny bit lonely. Poor Hum-Hum. Mr. Shulk, such chowhound.
I don't think that was me.
Nene, prepare some grub. Tooth sweet. Now, Mr. Shulk, go call Kino and Miss Melia and tell to wash up.
Really, that's... We thought she was so grown up for always taking care of Kino. But really, she's just a kid. No wonder she's lonely.
Mr. Shulk, something happened? Tell me too rumbly to move, or what?
Wait, I've got it.
Mama?
I'll round up all the others. Then after, we can all chip in with a meal. It'll be more fun that way.
Mr. Shulk would not say no.
That is one of my personal favorite quiet moments because of the sole fact that it pretty much answers a question that you never thought you'd get. Like, who the heck are Ricky's kids? One of them was indeed Nene all along. That might be considered a little bit of a shoehorn, yeah. But it's interesting. But yeah, I don't know why. I just really love that quiet moment between Shulk and Nene a lot. It's really good. Anyway, actually, this one is actually a little bit easier for us to do. As for side quests in Future Connected, nobody specific comments on them, so I can just go into whatever characters I want.
Hey.
Hey. Hello there. How would you feel about assisting me in my research? Come now, don't make those faces. It's an easy task, I swear. I'll take the grimace as a happily, ma'am, shall I? See, I developed this tool for exploiting ether deposits. A common ether pick, if you will. And I'd like you to test it out. You're still looking uncertain, struck dumb by my apparent genius? Oh, of course. You're used to being able to mine ether deposits on the Bionis with one-of-the-mill tools, aren't you? Well, that won't work here on the Bionis shoulder. The deposits are too dense, so you need a specialized implement, i.e. this. Previous iterations of the ether pick were pretty heavy machinery, though, requiring training and a license to operate. So to cut through the rigmarole, I looked into developing one that even lay people like you could just use right from the off. If you prove me right, I'll even let you keep it once you're done. How about it? Ether exploitation. So now side quests are a recommended level now. And don't worry about accepting or declining it because there's no affinity in this game, in this Future Connected. So even if you decline a quest because you're not ready, that's totally okay. Oh, you'll do it? Oh, that's just grand. So, see, I made the thing, so I wouldn't mean anything if I only tested myself. Thanks. I used to have an assistant helping me, but they seemed dissatisfied for some reason and ran off before I knew it. So just mosey on up to an ether deposit, heft the common ether pick, and use it to give the deposit a good whack. Do let me know how you get on. Nene's decidedly girl for the job. I'm not going to do that voice. Nene's voice is too good. Let here upon Kino and sidekicks to handle. Kino, we've been through this before. Not sidekicks, friends. You can still track side quests, thankfully. Alright, this is all we gotta do. So Nene take this common ether pick that I borrowed from Miss Caranel and give ether deposit big whack? That sound like job that Nene excel at. Mining gonna be so much fun. She clearly has to play Minecraft. She would play Minecraft. Meh, what happened there? We got a broken ether pick, that's what. Meh, Miss Caranel, that not sound great. You got some splaining to do.
Hey.
Thanks for that. I have to say, I didn't expect it to break so easily, though. Right, give it here for a minute. I see. So the problem is durability. Alright. Due to the higher ether density on the Biona's shoulder, it seems it crystallizes into a form that's perfect for gems. Just reinforcing the pick isn't likely to improve the yield in practice. Thank you all. This has been a valuable learning opportunity. I feel like I can take my research to the next level now. I did want you to have the common ether pick as thanks, but now that it's broken, it really won't do, will it? Well, that's too bad. I guess I'll have to give you the old retail model instead. Like I said, it's got its kinks, and so it requires a trained hand, but it's better than nothing, right? Well, I mean, we have been using ether crystal deposits before all of this, and we didn't really need a license for any of that, so I guess that's fine. We don't get anything, but we do get an ether pick. And with that, here is how ether deposits work in Future Connected. On the Biona's shoulder, you can use a tool called an ether pick to mine actual gems from ether deposits, not just crystals. And of course, if you exhaust a given deposit, check back after a little bit. As you progress through the story, you may be able to obtain a much more efficient ether pick. With a better ether pick, you can mine gems of higher rank. So, yeah, you can actually mine gems, and you can see which gems you picked up. Like, we got HP up 3 and 2 and damage heal. Not bad for a starting one. And there's an ether crystal, there's an ether gem deposit, I should probably say. Like, right over, way over there. I believe it's ice. So we're gonna take a look at that really quickly. All right, let's see what we get from this. Ether Protect 2. Ether Protect 3. And Ether Defense up 3. All right. Not a bad start. All right, so let's check out the shop here for a moment. We get the official staff from Melia. Once again, Shulk can't change weapons, so he's stuck with the replica, with the Monado Replica EX for Future Connected. We only have 30,000 G, and you don't get the Xenoblade 2 bonus, save data bonus, where you can get more money. So that's unfortunate. The official staff for Melia is slightly beneficial. The Seed Blammer for Kino is actually pretty good. And the Madcap Stopper for Nene is also pretty good too. I don't want to change equipment right now, so we're going to wait until we do some more quests. But this is what it's looking like for, you know, everybody. Oh, and speaking of which, everybody can pretty much wear light, medium, and heavy equipment now. So that's cool. That's pretty cool. Also, weight is still a factor for agility. So again, I don't want to change equipment just yet because, well, I want to do some side quests to get some money. Lenar.
Huh?
Hey, buddy. Need something? Well, if you do, well, I'm busy. Can it wait? No, wait, I spoke too soon. Actually, I'd like for you to perform some tasks for me. I would normally not reach out to strangers such as yourselves, but there's a limit of what I can achieve myself. I've received requests for assistance from some of your younger companions, and I'd like you to resolve their issues. They should not prove too difficult, yet the volume of work is high, so I was feeling quite harried. Could friend go into teensy bit more explain? Would you mind letting me ask something too, Nene? Meme, be guest of Nene. First, Gwineat's, request, which pertains to gathering plump wallgrass. It has gotten rarer lately, hence the task of picking it is more taxing than it once was. Second, Fadelus's job of winnowing the preying caterpillar population. These in turn grew more and more numerous until their numbers need culling. Thirdly, the request from Lobon, who was tasked with the handling of a number of noble brogs. These critters have been breeding too much for our liking, and need a little population control. Gather 5 lots of plump wallgrass, subdue 3 praying caterpillars, and 2 noble brogs. Oh my god. Oh jeez, okay. Lenar's Worries. The recommended level for this is 61, but we can do this. You don't get any money, so why don't we just go ahead and just do that right here? First things first, it's definitely the easier one, which is simply skip travel to the Navir Crossroads. And the plump wild grass are very easily right here. No need for anything special. All you got to do is just skip travel to the place and gather up these 5 items. Nothing more than that. But we do at least get some money for plump pickings. In fact, for all of these quests, except for Lenar's Worries, which is the big main quest, you do get money, but no experience. So now all we need to do is just to kill the praying caterpillars, which again are in the Navir Highlands. Just skip travel to Navir Crossroads and go up north a little bit. It's as simple as it sounds. So since it's been a while since we actually fought anything as Rhine and or Nene, I feel like we should actually just do this right here. So once again, Nene being the tank of the whole bunch, definitely use her for aggro. Just like with Rhine. She already comes packed with Wild Down and Shield Bash, so toppling enemies should be a piece of cake. However, because of the neutered party, unfortunately, it may not be possible to topple lock unless you somehow use the combination of Melia with Starlight Kick, Nene with Mild Down, and Shulk with Monado Cyclone. Oh, and I should probably also mention, too, Monado Enchant is now gone. Because there's no mech on to fight, there's really no need for Monado Enchant.
Kino tired of Kino's feet. Big sis can get cuddle. Meh, but Nene tired too. Kino, you give cuddle first.
Why don't I cuddle with you both?
Meh, much more better. Much more better.
What? How about if I cuddle with both of you? And I'm like, what? I actually also just noticed this too. Nene's Lariat actually attacks 3 times, just like Ricky's Tantrum. So that's something definitely worthy of note. And finally, the Noble Brogs. Basically, same place as before, just a little bit north of the Navir Crossroads skip travel point. Or rather, the landmark, I should say. I should definitely use the proper terminology for that. One thing also, Wild Down doesn't really go immediately. Nene has a little bit of charge up time for Mild Down. So absolutely make sure once you see that the enemy is in a breaking stance, be sure to activate Mild Down immediately because it takes a little time to charge up. Hold on, hello. You again. I heard back from Gwyneth and the rest. I'm glad their issues were resolved. While I have your ear, here's something I realized earlier. It's quite possible, hi Kino. It was quite possible that the caterpillars gathered, hi Kino, to eat the plump wallgrass and the brogs to eat the caterpillars. Seeing as how you taken out the caterpillars and brogs, hi Kino, the wallgrass might come back sometime soon. Kino, please. We'll have some food shortages to grapple with until then, but that is my problem. Lucky for everyone then that you've won me some breathing room here, eh? Hope I was of some help. Thank you for the help. We're all in your debt. And sorry for looking down my nose on you all. It wasn't exactly gracious. Well, you shouldn't speak that way to Melia because Melia is your queen, baby. Melia is your queen. Everyone in the party gets a level up. Telunia or Hamlin, eh? I'm gonna go for Hamlin because he sounds cool. I know it is no business of mine to be asking outsiders, but would you consider assisting us in a hunt? Some of our people sustained injuries while out on the last one, leaving us somewhat short-staffed. Tell me in greater detail. Nene admit, Mene also curious. No doubt it will involve some kind of hardship. Go down from here in the direction of the lake and you'll arrive at Navir Highland. There you should find some Magna X. We were able to lure them out with bait not too long ago. Would it trouble you to defeat them and collect some X Iron Hearts for us? Once you've finished, be sure to lay some bait to the west of Navir Highland. They won't congregate if we coax them out, and our hunters could do with the assistance. X are quite partial to rainbow carrots. It would spare us a great deal of effort if you were to find some for us. Hunting help! The recommended level is level 62. And here's our first instance of getting some equipment from a quest. In Future Connected. I hope it is not too much trouble to ask all this of you, but we greatly appreciate if you could find the time. Alright then, let's go. Problem will be solved in no time. Nene, my boy. Nene, my boy. Or my girl. Okay, let's, hunting help. Okay. We should definitely sort these into, current. Yes, we should. So no matter what the time of day, the Magna X that you're looking for are always going to be right here. There's no need to change the time of day. And very thankfully, there's also no need for you to worry about, fighting too many Magna X's. Because no matter what, they'll all drop the items that you need anyway. I should definitely change up Melia's arts here because she has summon ice and summon wind. But either way, let's just take care of these. Remember, they're all in this area. There we go. And there it is. X Iron Hearts from all the chests. And now that we actually already have 3 rainbow carrots. Nice. You'll be able to find rainbow carrots without even trying. Just get all the collectibles here. Kilo pumpkin. You'll be able to find, all of these rainbow carrots without even trying, honestly. They're the most common here in this area. So, there you go. There you are, Hamelin. There you are, sir.
Yes?
Yes? So you return with the X Iron Hearts. My thanks. These ought to revitalize our injured warriors. They may be hard to stomach, but their powerful medicinal properties are sure to expedite the healing process. Since you laid out the bait, our next round of hunting should be relatively painless. We are much indebted to you on this day. Thank you. There it is. We got the Rudra hood and the Rudra jacket for Shulk. These are unique equipment that give agility up 2. Except one of them is clearly better than the other. I mean, it's head equipment and, jacket equipment, so it's fine. It's all good. Yeah, we can do this one.
Hey.
Hey. Have you come here across Navir Highland? Then you must have met some of the ether-based organisms along the way. I speak of the common monsters comprised entirely of ether. These ether organisms have appeared all across Navir Highland recently, and in large numbers too. There must be at least 2 points they're spawning from, as their exact properties differ based on location. Anyway, I'm concerned, as when these organisms gather, they create a strong ether field that attracts other monsters. If you hadn't seen them spawn yourself, it's possible there's some prerequisite to it happening that we're not aware of. If you notice a flock of these organisms in your travels, I'd like for you to eliminate them with all haste. Ether Font! We need to defeat 3 Wind Nebulas and 3 Aqua Nebulas. No experience from this, but we get some money and some equipment from Melia. Actually, it was my little brother who told me this. He vowed to take matters into his own hands if the situation did not improve on its own. But as a sister, I preferred he not to put himself in harm's way. Sorry to trouble you all, but I hope you understand. This is for the common good. The common good. Well, Looks like we gotta do it then. Absolutely no problem to us, sir. Let's get these gems first, actually. Poison defense 3. Damage heal 2. And RTL 3. Yeah, I mean, not gems that I would use, but if you use them, then cool. The Wind Nebulas. So they're all found across Navir Highland and some in an area that we haven't been to yet. So let's take care of that then. Remember, use damage over time and use ether attacks against these things. It's basically going to be kind of impossible to have a party without some form of physical attacker. So at least one of your party members will always do like baby damage. Kino and Nene got a level up from fighting a giant bird who always spots you. If you skip travel over to Junks where we started, and if you swim along the way where we first met up with Kino and Nene, you'll be able to find the Aqua Nebulas that you're looking for. They're basically right around the area where you first landed. And the other Aqua Nebulas are going to be way over there out in the distance. So once we kick this thing's booty, we're going to just go ahead and go to the place. We're going to go to the place where they are. Amazingly, this is going very well. Alright, so way over here is the other Aqua Nebulas that you're looking for right over here. I don't believe this is a location though, but you know, it might as... Actually, nah, it's not even a location. It's fine. It's fine. Just so long as you know it's here, then everything should be a-okay. Hello?
Hey.
My little brother tells me the ether organism situation is under control now. It's thanks to you, isn't it? Thank you! Oh, thank God. I'm not interested in reading all really fast and whatnot. An enemy, Brim D, and Princess Dress D. They both have critical up 2. This irregular spawning incident is only one of many unexplained phenomena we encounter here on the shoulder. All of us living here have to keep our wits about us if we want to preserve our peace. Nice, dude. Very nice, dude. I'm very glad that you're able to preserve your peace, even if for just a little baby moment, if that makes any possible sense to us. Maybe. Okay, so we haven't actually played with Kino yet, so we're gonna switch over to him. I mean, I know it's basically the end of the video, and we basically gotta keep our wits about us. I don't even know what that means, but I feel like we should do one more thing as part of the video at least. And that's taking on an all-new unique monster. Right over here across a little bit southwest of the landmark Navir Crossroads is this dude. Phlegmatic Jamar. Or Jameer. Yeah, Jameer. It's, yep, it's definitely a bunnet, and it's definitely a unique monster, so we're definitely taking care of that. Okay. Now, of course, I gotta be Charlotte for this, so that means I gotta supply everybody with debuffs and then cool off whenever I can. Just remember that cooling off is done more efficiently it's done faster manually rather than the automatic way, so just remember that. Jeez. That was like really close. I got incapacitated I almost got incapacitated like a whole bunch of times. Shulk and Melia kept dying. And oh my god. Oh my god, dude. That was crazy. That was crazy. But we did get the Friend Shelterer O for Nene. And did we get, oh. We got a Husk Chucker for, Kino. Alright. I'll gladly take that. And as for Melia, we got slotted variations of the official staff. So we're going to take that for Melia straight away. Alright then. So I believe with all that said, we are done, actually. So, next time on Xenoblade Chronicles Future Connected, we're going to head off towards the place that we were going to. See you guys on the next time. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.